I'm Ríona Sally Hartman, and this is video blog number 5 about my upcoming album, Big Starving Thing. So I'm still running a funded campaign. There's a little under 2 weeks left in the campaign. So if you want to pre-order yourself an album, tickets to the album launch, or get an invite to a one-off listening party and sample my home brew, you can still do that. Follow the link below. So today I wanted to talk about the song Kamikaze. The character behind the song is called Sally, or she's sometimes called Suicidal Sally. And I know what you're thinking, my middle name is Sally, the character's name is Sally, the character is just my alter ego, but it's not true. She isn't me. But the thing is, it's just her name. I can't change it any more than I can change one of my friends' names. She is her own person. I know I gave her the name in the first place, but she's the same character behind the story Frida Kahlo's Delight. So she has 2 songs on the album. So the story starts with Sally, and she's sending out CVs, hundreds and hundreds of CVs, and not getting any responses, or at least not the responses she wants. She's not even really sure what she does want, to be honest. So she's sending out CVs and doesn't have work, and decides she'll take matters into her own hands. So she makes a sign that says fortune teller and puts it outside her door. So her first client walks in to have the fortune told, and she says, "You'll win €32 on a scratch card on Monday at midday." And then her second client walks in and she says, "Tomorrow evening you'll get a call from a blocked number. It'll be your ex wanting to get back with you. Do with that what you will." So turns out she's a terrible fortune teller, because all these fortunes clearly are far too specific and easily disproved. But the thing is, one by one, her clients keep coming back, because everything she said comes true exactly as she said it. So more and more clients coming back, and she should be happy about this, but actually she gets frustrated because she doesn't know why it's all coming true. She's feeling a little bit guilty as well about the fact that she's pretending to be a fortune teller and that all these people are coming to see her, when she just decided one day to put a sign out. What makes her a fortune teller any more than anyone else? She's getting frustrated and she tries to quit and take the sign down, but her clients won't let her. They just keep coming back and they just wait outside her door until she comes home. So she can't quit. So she's thinking about this one evening, and it's the evening that the song Kamikaze is set in. That's not your future in your palm, it's just the imprint of a clenched fist. And this is just one more night waiting for sleep to come. We're night waiting for numbness to creep up like the dawn. Outside the raindrops race each other down. Think that one would take the time to notice. It's a kamikaze journey to the... She has this realization and she's overjoyed, and she puts a sign outside the door again that says, "Fortune teller, one day only, all fortunes 100% accurate." So she goes to bed delighted, and by the time she wakes up, she has a queue of clients outside her door waiting for her. So the first one comes in, and before they've even sat down, she says to them, "You're going to die." And they burst into tears and run out the door. Then the next client comes in and she says, "You're going to die." And they run out the door crying again. And this happens a few times, and these are all regular clients, so they really, really trust her fortune telling skills. And then the queue of people who are waiting outside have just seen person after person run past them crying, and they get pretty agitated and they start knocking on her door and, telling her to come out here and explain herself. So they're banging down her door, and she walks out, and she's ecstatic, she's delighted, and she says, "We're all gonna die." And that's the end of the story. So I did say with the funded campaign that there would be a few surprises along the way, and this is one of them. If you order your tickets for the album launch through the funded campaign, at the album launch, you will get your fortune told by Sally. As always, the fortune will be 100% accurate. Your fortune will not just be that you're going to die. it'll be a more in-depth fortune telling than that. And this is just one more night waiting for sleep to come, more night waiting for numbness to creep up like the door. So this story was partly inspired by a short story from Tales from Moomin Valley. I love this book. The short story, The Filijonk Who Believed in Disaster. The stories are originally in Swedish, I think, so I don't actually know how you pronounce Filijonk. The story is about a Filijonk, but she goes to live in this house for the summer, and she's kind of agitated. She's not sure exactly why, but she tries to talk to her friend Gafsi about it. And then she leaned forward over the table and whispered, "This calm is unnatural. It means something terrible is going to happen. Dear Gafsi, believe me, we are so very small and insignificant. And so are our tea cakes and carpets and all those things, you know. And still they're so important, but always they're threatened by mercilessness." "Oh," said Gafsi, feeling ill at ease. "Yes, by mercilessness," the Filijonk continued rather breathlessly. "By something one can't ask anything of, or argue with, or understand, and that never tells one anything. Something that one can see drawing near through a black window pane, far away on the road, far away to sea, growing and growing, but not really showing itself until it's too late. Mrs. Gafsi, have you ever felt it? Tell me that you know what I'm talking about, please." Gafsi was very red in the face and sat twirling the sugar basket in her paw and wishing that she had never come. "There can be very sudden storms at this time of year," she said at last, cautiously. The Filijonk fell silent from disappointment. Gafsi waited a while, then continued, slightly vexed. "I hung out my washing last Friday, and believe me, there was such a wind quite suddenly that I found my best pillowcase by the gate. What soap do you use, Mrs. Filijonk?" "I don't remember," the Filijonk answered, suddenly feeling very tired because Gafsi didn't even try to understand her. "Would you like some more tea?" So that's the Filijonk, and she's talking to her friend Gafsi. That's Gafsi's face there. Anyway, a huge tornado comes and sweeps away the Filijonk's house and destroys everything. And the Filijonk thinks, "Oh, my beautiful, wonderful disaster." She saw her furniture go whirling up and disappear. She saw all her knickknacks fly straight to heaven. Tray covers and photo frames and tea cozies and grandmother's silver cream jug. And the sentences in silver and silk, every single thing. And she thought ecstatically, how very, very wonderful. What can I do, a poor little Filijonk, against the great powers of nature? What is there to mend and repair now? Nothing. All is washed clean and swept away. So that's the song Kamikaze and the story that goes with it and the story that inspired it. And if you'd like to hear Kamikaze, you can order a copy of the album Big Starving Thing. All you have to do is go follow the link below to my funded page and pre-order an album.